Training ground drama. Lammens steals the show as United squad shows true character after a mad social media storm. Welcome to Unite United News, your most trusted source for Manchester United training ground updates and squad news. When important developments happen at Carrington that could affect team selection and squad dynamics, you need reliable coverage that gives you the full picture. We've been bringing you insider training reports and player updates for years, helping you understand what's really happening behind the scenes at Old Trafford. The big question: could Senne Lammens' training ground heroics earn him a shock Premier League debut against Brentford? This week's training sessions at Carrington have been full of surprises, drama, and moments that could shape Manchester United's immediate future. While fans focus on team selection and tactics, some of the most important stories are happening away from the cameras during daily training sessions. Senne Lammens has reportedly stunned Ruben Amorim with goalkeeping displays that have drawn comparisons to Belgium's finest shot-stoppers. Meanwhile, Diogo Dalot's return from injury provides welcome relief for the defensive options. But perhaps most telling has been how the squad rallied around Amad Diallo after he faced unfair criticism on social media. These aren't just training ground stories. They're insights into the character of this United squad and how they're developing under Amorim's leadership. But will Lammens' impressive training performances translate into a starting opportunity? And what does the team's support for Amad tell us about the culture being built at Old Trafford? Lammens, the goalkeeper who's turning heads. The biggest story coming out of Carrington this week involves Senne Lammens and the impact he's making during training sessions. Courtois comparisons emerge. When coaches and teammates start comparing a young goalkeeper to Thibaut Courtois, you know something special is happening. Courtois is widely regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in world football, so these comparisons don't come lightly. The fact that both players are Belgian adds another layer to the comparison. Belgium has produced some outstanding goalkeepers over the years, and Lammens appears to be following in that tradition. What Amorim saw. Reports suggest that Amorim was astonished by what he witnessed during training this week. For an experienced manager to be genuinely surprised by a player's ability speaks volumes about the level of performance Lammens produced. The specific qualities mentioned, strong reflexes, quick reactions, and calm distribution, are exactly what modern goalkeepers need to succeed at the highest level. These aren't just raw physical attributes but signs of mental maturity and technical ability. The timing couldn't be better. With ongoing speculation about Andre Onana's future at the club, Lammens' emergence comes at the perfect moment. United need to know they have reliable goalkeeping options, especially with such a demanding fixture schedule ahead. Having a goalkeeper who can step up when needed gives Amorim more flexibility in his team selection and reduces the pressure on any one individual. From unknown to potential starter. The suggestion that Lammens could earn valuable minutes, or even a starting spot, against Brentford shows how quickly things can change in football. Just weeks ago, he was a relatively unknown signing. Now he's potentially in contention for Premier League action. This rapid progression demonstrates both his own ability and Amorim's willingness to give opportunities to players who perform well in training. The maturity factor. Perhaps most impressive is the reported maturity and confidence Lammens has shown, especially considering his limited top-level experience. These mental qualities are often what separate good goalkeepers from great ones. Young players who can handle pressure and show leadership qualities are invaluable to any squad, particularly in such a demanding position as goalkeeper. Dalot's welcome return. The return of Diogo Dalot from injury provides Amorim with additional options at a crucial time in the season. Consistency and energy missed. Dalot's absence during his injury layoff highlighted just how important his consistency and energy are to United's defensive structure. When reliable players are missing, you often don't realize their true value until they're unavailable. His return gives United better balance and depth in their defensive options, which is crucial with such a demanding fixture schedule ahead. International duty concerns. The fact that Dalot picked up his injury during international duty highlights one of the ongoing challenges that club managers face. Players return from international games carrying knocks and fatigue that can affect their club performances. However, the positive news is that he's recovered fully and is back to training without any apparent lingering issues. Tactical flexibility. Dalot's versatility allows Amorim to use him in different positions depending on tactical requirements and opponent analysis. Having players who can adapt to different roles is invaluable in modern football. His availability gives the manager more options when planning team selection and in-game changes. Right side stability. The right side of United's defense has been an area where consistency has been important. Dalot's return provides that stability and allows other players to focus on their own roles without worrying about covering additional positions. This kind of positional stability often leads to better overall team performances as players can concentrate on executing their specific responsibilities. The Amad Diallo social media storm. The incident involving Amad Diallo and the subsequent squad response reveals important insights into the culture at Old Trafford. What actually happened? The controversy began when Amad swapped shirts with teammate Alejandro Garnacho after United's victory over Chelsea. In today's social media environment, even innocent actions can become sources of criticism and negativity. The fact that Amad felt compelled to delete his Instagram post shows how intense the scrutiny can be for young players at big clubs. Unfair criticism. The criticism Amad received for this shirt swap seems completely unfair and disproportionate. Players exchanging shirts after games is a normal part of football culture and should never be controversial. This incident highlights how social media can amplify minor situations into major controversies, particularly when young players are involved. The squad's response. The most encouraging aspect of this story is how the entire squad rallied around Amad. Led by captain Bruno Fernandes, the team showed unity and support for their teammate when he was facing unfair criticism. This response demonstrates the kind of culture and character that Amorim is building at the club. When players support each other through difficult moments, it strengthens team bonds. Leadership from Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes' leadership in this situation shows why he's the right choice as United's captain. Supporting teammates who are struggling with external pressure is exactly what captains should do. His ability to recognize when players need backing and to mobilize squad support demonstrates mature leadership qualities. Building resilience. How the squad handled this situation will likely make them stronger and more resilient as a group. When teams face adversity together and support each other, it creates bonds that can be crucial during difficult periods on the pitch. This unity could be particularly valuable as United navigate the challenges of a demanding season. The bigger picture. Squad culture under Amorim. These three stories from training this week reveal important insights into the culture that Ruben Amorim is building at Manchester United. Meritocracy in action. Lammens' rapid rise based on training performances shows that Amorim operates a true meritocracy where players can earn opportunities through hard work and quality performances. This approach encourages all squad members to maintain high standards because they know their efforts will be recognized and rewarded. Supporting squad members. The response to Amad's situation demonstrates that this squad genuinely cares about each other's well-being, both on and off the pitch. This kind of mutual support creates an environment where players can focus on their football without worrying about dealing with external pressures alone. Professional standards. Dalot's return from injury and immediate integration back into training shows the professional standards that exist within the squad. Players know that they need to be ready to contribute whenever called upon, regardless of any personal challenges they might face. Unity through adversity. The way the squad handled the Amad situation shows they understand that they're stronger together than as individuals facing external pressures. This unity will be crucial as they face the inevitable challenges and criticisms that come with playing for Manchester United. What this means for team selection. These developments could have significant implications for Amorim's team selection against Brentford and beyond. Goalkeeping decisions. The suggestion that Lammens could earn a starting spot creates an interesting dilemma for Amorim. Does he stick with experience or reward the player who's impressing in training? These decisions often define managers and show whether they're willing to make brave choices based on current form rather than reputation. Defensive options. Dalot's return gives Amorim more flexibility in his defensive selections and potentially allows him to rest other players who might be carrying knocks or fatigue. Having options available is crucial for squad management over a long season. Squad harmony. The unity shown in supporting Amad suggests that squad morale is good, which should translate into better on-pitch performances. Teams that support each other off the pitch often fight harder for each other during matches. Competition for places. All these developments create healthy competition within the squad, which typically leads to higher performance standards from all players. When players know their teammates are pushing for opportunities, it encourages everyone to maintain their best form. The Brentford challenge ahead. These training ground developments come as United prepare to face Brentford in what could be a tricky fixture. Goalkeeper decision looming. If Lammens has genuinely impressed Amorim to the extent suggested, the manager faces an interesting decision about whether to give him Premier League experience. These decisions can be career-defining for young players and show how much faith managers have in their ability to perform under pressure. Defensive solidity needed. Dalot's return should help provide the defensive stability that United need against a Brentford team that can cause problems for any opponent. Having experienced, reliable defenders available is crucial when facing teams that are well-organized and dangerous on the counterattack. Mental strength important. The way the squad handled the Ahmad situation suggests they have the mental strength to deal with external pressures while focusing on their football. This resilience could be crucial against opponents who will try to disrupt United's rhythm and create frustration. Building momentum. After the Chelsea victory, United need to build momentum with consistent performances. The positive training ground developments suggest the squad is in good spirits and ready for the challenge. Maintaining this positive environment while continuing to improve performance levels will be key to United's season. Player development stories. Each of these situations provides insights into how different players are developing under Amorim's guidance. Lammens, rapid progression. Lammens' journey from unknown signing to potential starter shows how quickly talented players can develop when given the right environment and coaching. His progression demonstrates the value of bringing in promising players and giving them opportunities to show their ability. Dalot, professional recovery. Dalot's handling of his injury setback and quick return to full training shows the professional approach that experienced players bring to the squad. This professionalism sets an example for younger players about how to handle setbacks and challenges. Ahmad, learning resilience. How Ahmad handles the social media controversy and the support he receives could be crucial for his long-term development as both a player and a person. Learning to deal with external pressures while maintaining focus on football is an essential skill for any professional player. The squad, collective growth. The way the entire squad responded to support Ahmad shows they're developing as a collective unit rather than just as individual players. This collective growth is often what separates successful teams from collections of talented individuals. Looking beyond Brentford. While the immediate focus is on the Brentford match, these developments have implications for United's longer-term prospects. Goalkeeping future. Lammens' emergence provides hope for the future of United's goalkeeping position, regardless of what happens with other players in that area. Having promising young goalkeepers developing within the system is crucial for long-term planning. Squad depth building. Dalot's return and the overall squad unity suggest that United are building the kind of depth and character needed to compete consistently. This depth will be tested over the course of a long season with multiple competitions. Culture development. The response to the Ahmad situation shows that positive cultural changes are taking root under Amorim's leadership. Building the right culture takes time, but these small examples suggest progress is being made. Foundation for growth. All these developments provide a foundation for continued growth and improvement as the season progresses. Success in football often comes from getting lots of small things right rather than relying on individual moments of brilliance. Conclusion. Signs of progress at Carrington. This week's training ground stories from Carrington paint a picture of a squad that's developing the right characteristics under Ruben Amorim's leadership. Senne Lammens' impressive performances show that opportunities exist for players who work hard and perform well. Diogo Dalot's return provides welcome reinforcement at a crucial time. Most importantly, the squad's unified response to support Amad Diallo demonstrates the kind of character and culture that successful teams need. The potential debut opportunity for Lammens represents the kind of brave decision-making that can define managers. If his training performances have genuinely impressed Amorim to this extent, giving him Premier League experience could be exactly what his development needs. Dalot's return couldn't have come at a better time, providing defensive stability and options that will be crucial as United face a demanding fixture schedule. His professionalism in recovering from injury and immediately returning to full training sets a positive example for the entire squad. But perhaps most encouraging is how the team rallied around Ahmad when he faced unfair social media criticism. This unity and mutual support suggests that Amorim is building more than just a football team. He's creating a group that genuinely cares about each other's well-being. The combination of individual development, professional standards, and collective unity provides a strong foundation for United's continued progress this season. These aren't just training ground stories. They're indicators of the culture and character being built at Old Trafford. As United prepare for their match against Brentford, they do so with renewed confidence, better options, and stronger squad harmony. Whether Lammens gets his chance, how Dalot contributes, and the way the team continues to support each other will all be important factors in determining United's success. At Unite United News, we'll continue following these developing stories and providing insights into how they affect United's progress. When training ground developments reveal character and culture, you need coverage that explains what it means for the bigger picture. Keep checking back with Unite United News for all the latest updates on player development, squad dynamics, and everything else happening at Manchester United. These stories from Carrington show that positive changes are happening at the club, and that's something every United fan can be encouraged by.